And welcome everybody back to a new pack. Today we're going to be playing a lovely little pack called Cave Factory. If we have a little look, we start off in this empty little hole, and there's a whole bunch of quests to do. Well, a whole bunch. There's a good chunk. Quite a lot on the food tab, all the seeds and stuff. But let's jump straight into getting some stuff and things, rocking and rolling. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sneak right click to pick up these little pebbles. Now, the quicker you click, the quicker you're going to collect pebbles. But it does help a lot if you have yourselves a macro set up. So you can sneak and just hold down the right click and let your inventory fill up. So first off, we're going to need a whole bunch of cobblestone. Because that's how we're going to get wood as well, funnily enough. Which might be slightly confusing, but I'll show you how we do that in just a second. That should do for now. Now, a good little trick is for crafting these. So I had them, seems though I had all of them in my inventory. You hold shift and press K, and because it's a 2x2 recipe and we'll have a 2x2 crafting grid, you can craft them all down. What we're going to do is toss a bunch of this cobblestone on the floor, just while we get some more. And after about, I think it's about 30 seconds, that cobblestone will just turn into oak logs. And that's how you go about getting wood straight away. Another thing we're going to want to do is flick this zombie spawner on, so we can start to get some zombies spawning in. Because a big part of this pack is blood magic, and that's how we're going to get started off in blood magic really easily. So there's a whole bunch of cobblestone. Let's get 2 more just so we can even that out. We don't need to claim these quests. Oh yeah, we can, because we'll take that furnace. There we go. The cobblestone's turned into wood. Let's turn a whole bunch into logs. Turn a whole bunch of the logs not into buttons. Meant to turn them into sticks. And let's make a whole load of patterns. Because then we're going to want to make a crafting table. Combine that with a pattern to get a crafting station. And combine 2 planks and 2 of those together to get ourselves a part builder. Then we need to get... Okay, for now we'll place it here just so we can make the other stuff. Because we need to make I think it's a tool station. Tinker's station, close enough. Then we're going to stick a bit of wood in here. Make a couple of handles. A couple of bindings. And then we're going to want a pickaxe head, an axe head, and a small blade. We're going to want to make ourselves a pickaxe, an axe, and also a sword, which is going to take another binding, another rod, should I say, or a handle, or whatever the hell it's called. It's a handle. Let's get these on the hotbar. Then we can move these real quick. I'm going to stick these just in the floor. Where about do I want to go? Because I want to save these 3 areas for digging out, so we can build more space. We'll go this side. Let's dig a little bit of area out the floor here. Now this is how you actually get resources. You just mine the stone, and it gives you ores and a whole bunch of other resources as well. Like we got diamond already from that. So let's get this crafting station. Let's not put it there. Let's put it here so we have access to the chest. And let's get these other 2 things. I'm missing it. Oh no, I'm not. It is just that. Get those down, and then let's get the furnace in the corner. Let's make another. We'll just do another 1 furnace. Put that in the other corner. Then we're going to want some chests. 1 here and 1 here. Because we're actually going to. I think we get an upgrade for a chest pretty early on. So let's claim all this stuff. Upgrade 1 of these chests. And this way we can see from the inventory when we put things in there. We actually can't have this chest here. We'll move this chest there. And we can actually see everything that's in this chest itself. So we want some of these patterns in here. We want to make some more stuff. And straight off the bat, we're going to stick this diamond on our pickaxe. I think that's what the quest line wants you to do. And just chuck these in here for now. Don't really need them. Put this stuff in here, and then we need to get mining up a whole bunch stone, because to start off we need 8 coal to make a dank, and then we need a whole bunch of redstone if we want to make our pickaxe faster and to upgrade the dank as well. We also need, I think, a bit of gold and a bit of normal stone to get into the blood magic straight away. So I'm gonna mine up a whole bunch of blocks here. Probably mine out a good area because this is where we'll start off with create as well. So I'll mine out a decent sized area back here. And there we have it. I've mined out a little bit of space back here. Not too much, just a little 9x9. And that way, we're going to need another chest for put ores in. Put that chest here. I'm just going to chuck all of our ores in here for now. I'm going to cook up a little bit of gold. And then we're going to make this dank. So to make the dank, it takes a barrel, which is just a normal vanilla barrel like so, surrounded by coal. Now I did mine enough redstone to upgrade it straight to the second tier, so we can get all this stuff in. So we're going to stick all of our cobblestone variants in, plus some of these ores that we're not really going to be using off the start. So maybe zinc, lead I think we're going to be using. And then we can stick nickel in, we can stick lead in. We can cook up some of this gold. What else? Lapis, I suppose. Emerald. We'll keep the emerald out. And the rest can all go in here. And then you control click to lock these slots. So when you take some out, it leaves one there. And then we're going to set this to filtered pickup. So it'll only pick up what we've got. We want cobblestone in that first slot, really. Lovely. Oh, there we go. Then we're going to want to stick a whole bunch of redstone on this pickaxe. So it's much faster. I think it took 45 on the first one. Then you get, I think it's 10% mining speed boost on that. Volume's a little loud, isn't it? And now we're going to grab a little bit of this stone, grab this gold. I think we also need a furnace. Let's just check, make sure we're actually at that point, yeah, so we can make the blood altar itself. Then as a questionable, we should get a dagger. We get a magnet. To be fair, I did just get a trinket, so in your controls, you go to category and you type in your trinkets and you set it to whatever key you want, and when you're mining and doing other stuff, you unlock these things. So now, I unlock this magnesia one whilst mining some coal ore just, and it's going to collect things in a 10x10 without me doing anything. Hello? I thought it would. Ah, I see. So now if I chuck something out there, do I have to actually hit, oh, I have to hit the key to pick them up. I'll just keep this one then, because this is just on all the time. Now this diamond we do need to make a, to craft the blood, something, I forget what it is. The blood orb, I think it's called. And then we're going to need a whole bunch of stone as well. So let's smelt up a little bit of this seared cobblestones. We're going to need that for tinkers and also for the quest. We're also going to need to cook up a little bit of iron. Let's make another furnace. Plonk him right there. That's going to read the bloody furnace and not the chest. Wonder if swap these around if that makes a difference. Yeah, now it reads the chest. Lovely. So this dagger of sacrifice, basically what you got to do is just come up to these zombies. As long as the zombies are in range of this altar, you kill them in one swing, get their drops, and it fills up the altar with a load of blood. So once we have 2,000, which we already do, plonk a diamond in there. That'll suck up 2,000 of that essence, and then you'll get yourself a blood orb. And what I'm just going to set up over here, which I'm going to set up very soon, is a little farm to get us some food. That's now finished. Lovely. We should have got some nice rewards from that quest. Yeah, some sugar and some clocks. Basically, you can get certain drops, which you can add to spawners. If we have a look at, let's just have a look at clock and go to uses, go to the spawner. There's a decrease the maximum spawn delay, so things will spawn quicker. And a lot of things do, a lot of stuff. This decreases the minimum, so the spider eye increases the amount that gets spawned. The ghast make it so more can spawn without any thingies. The prismarines increase the player range, and then all this other stuff. And you want to basically get a load of that stuff as you move on and keep upgrading this spawner. And the way we get other mob drops is by chucking a whole load of rotten flesh on the floor, just like we did with the cobblestone, and that'll turn into all the different kinds of mob drops. Then we need to also cook up a bunch of this granite cobble. I didn't put any coal in there. Let's mine up a whole load of this coal. We don't actually get vein miner until we've completed the Twilight Forest quests. Once the Twilight Forest quest line's finished, we unlock vein miner, which at that time it's not going to be too big of a deal, but we should get it. Once we get into Tinkers, we're going to get a hammer straight away. Looks like our rotten flesh is finished transforming. Let's grab all those. That'll complete a whole bunch of quests, get us a whole load of drops. What can we swap out? We'll just pull this out of here. Plonk. That's got tiny coal in it. The granite cobble in there as well with some normal coal. What we're going to want to make next, we're going to get a piece of this iron and make a bench saw. And what this bench saw does is make it so we can turn our seared stone into seared bricks, and that'll get us into this Tinker's quest line down here. We're also going to want to cook up a whole bunch of andesite cobble. I need all this furnace space. And we're going to want to cook up a bunch of whole load of andesite cobble, because that's going to get us into create. Can't actually get to that guy. That guy can't actually see me. You turn these zombie hearts into rotten flesh, by the way, to get more of these mob drops. But what we're going to want to do is grab a bit of this granite, pop some of this granite in here, and that'll make us some dirt. And that dirt quest should give us a wheat seed. We're going to plonk 4 of this dirt here, and then we're going to want to make ourselves a hoe. We're going to want to grow just the one piece of that wheat for now. So we can get the quest done, so we can get a cutting board from the quest. And this cutting board's great. For early game food, it's amazing. Grab that piece of wheat, just plonk those in there. We're not actually at the quest line yet. What do we need to do? We need to, let's see. So we need to get a whole bunch of this granite, make a whole bunch of dirt, toss this dirt on the floor, and that's how you get your crops and stuff. So I'll make up a whole bunch of dirt, get a whole bunch of stuff ready, and then I'll come back. So we're back. I've made some stuff and things here, and we've dropped a load more dirt on the floor, and we got these farming drops here. That gave us this quest line, some free sugarcane, and the kelp one and the wheat one. And we got the cutting board from the wheat one, and basically we're going to make these fruit salads for food because they're amazing. The pack tells you to do it. It's great. So I've got the cutting board, and all you do is you get yourself 2 sweet berries on the cutting board like so, and make yourself a fruit salad. And that's going to be our food for probably the majority of this pack, to be fair. I did get an extra heart from eating a couple of different foods, and I'm working on making a whole bunch of blank slates, as well as this alchemy table right here that we're going to plonk just over here, because why the heck not? And we make a whole load of bunch of stuff in here with the blood magic and some other stuff and things in there. So how we get blood in this blood orb is we just plonk it in this altar when there's essence, and that'll infuse it with blood. Or to add blood to our network using the orb, we can right click it and it will take a load of our health, and then you can make a sigil where you can see how much blood you've got and all that kind of stuff. So we do get a whole bunch of stuff from that quest reward, like a load of blank slates, which is great because we can make these blank runes that we need to make. We need a total, I think it was 8 for the quest, yeah. And then we've still got 3 of those left over. And to upgrade our blood altar to the next tier, it takes 20, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then some glowstone. Then we need to make a speed rune and a rune of sacrifice. So this reinforced slate is just a blank slate back in there again, so it's fine. Next, we're going to want to make some of this andesite alloy, which is right here, which is just andesite and then iron nuggets, which is completely fine. The andesite we have cooking up in here. We're going to need an insane amount of this for create, so we're just going to make a whole bunch. And then we're going to want to make some other stuff. There's the goggles from create. We can claim that reward. For that blank slate reward, we get a whole bunch of this stuff. We're going to want to save one of these gas tiers so we can make a sigil of flight or something, I think it's called. And that way we can have a little bit of flight if we wanted. So we're going to add all this other stuff straight into the spawner. Come a bit closer. Lovely. So we're going to need to make a whole bunch more of these blank slates because we're going to need 20 of these blank runes in total. And also, we're going to now want to make some shafts, just like so. We're going to want to make the windmill bearing, which is very easy to make. Just takes one of these turntables, one of these. Then we're going to want to make some sails. We can do a lot more, but we'll just do 8 for now. We're going to rent some super glue for that. Then we're going to need some other stuff from create, like a gearbox, which we needed little cog wheels for. So it's a good job we made all those buttons actually. We're going to want some andesite casing. And we're going to want to make a couple of large cog wheels as well. So just like that, it's pretty much all of our andesite alloy gone. And basically what this stuff is for, so we can set up a bit of power from create. Pretty easy to do, but we are going to make those crafters first, actually. So let's make a whole bunch of those. It just takes a whole load of crafting tables. Need a whole bunch more. We actually need 21 in total. And now we're going to want to come in here and set up this windmill. Let's get some temporary blocks real quick. We'll set this up one off the ground, because why the heck not? It's going to have to be at least 2 off the ground. Now think about it. I want to spin this bad boy around. And then we're going to want to put, I forget the order that you put these on in. Don't we need a... Pretty sure we can just stick a casing on here and then stick these sails on. Can you not flip them with the wrench? Yeah. we stick a whole load of these around here like so, doesn't have to be the ones, and then we right click this, it should start to spin. Yeah, so let's stick more on just because we have them. And that'll generate 512 of our stress units from create. And what we're going to use those stress units for is, first of all, to power this crafter. So we're going to make these crushing wheels. Let's have a look at the recipe. It's 5 by 5, and then there's a 3, and then 3 in the middle. That's fine. So we'll get this on the wall nicely over here, and then we're going to want to flip these with the wrench all to a central spot. Oh. Like so. And then we're now ready to make crushing wheels, I think. We just need to get some of this stress units, some of these thingies over here. To do that, we need some shaft and just a cog wheel. Let's get a little bit of this shaft out. We're going to want a small cog right here. And we're just going to connect that up with some shaft like that. And now this is very slowly working. We could really make this a bit faster. Just by adding a large cog wheel and then a small. And then you come forward with a large. Then a small and then a large. And a small. And that does get faster. So that's now spinning at 16. So it's a little bit faster. Not by too much, but it looks terrible, doesn't it? Let's change this up a little bit. Let's go the other way. Let's come out this way. So it doesn't look as bad. So it's not as fast either now. Okay, let's go up this way instead. And then we can come up there and over there, just like so. There we go, that's a little better. So we have our mechanical crafter now set up. We are going to want to make this really fast as well for when we get our crusher set up. So we're going to want to get a whole load of other gears. Well, large cog wheels anyway. We can make another 2. It's not the end of the world. We're going to want that up nice and high. Probably going to have to open up this whole wall here. So let's do that real quick. To make the cog wheels, it's super simple. The crushing wheels, it's super simple. It's just andesite, alloy, and wood. So I'll get all this stuff ready to be crafted up. I'll get these wheels spinning at a decent speed so we can actually crush things fairly quick. And then I shall return. And there is the last 2 andesite alloy all made up to make these crushing wheels. So we should plonk everything in there, and then we should slowly see, yeah, everything start to move towards the center and down to this corner point where it all ends. Very slowly. I don't know if we can actually stick a barrel there and it'll go into the barrel. Do it anyway, we can always make another barrel. I also made up a couple of chutes, which we're going to need for this crushing wheel. And I've got this sped up to, I don't know however fast this is. Now I've got it set up like this because the crushing wheels have to be spinning towards each other or away from each other. And just sticking a gearbox, a shaft, and then another gearbox gives you that effect that you need. All the things have ended up combining into one, and hopefully, can't remember if they do or not, pop into that barrel. If it's there long enough. If it's there long enough, it does, yeah. No, I should be able to place these. No, see, that's too fast. So we've got to slow this down at least a little bit. I could do with that being lower. So let's see if this speed works. There's too much stress on the singular windmill we got back there. Seeing that's even too much. I think that's only because we have this. If we disconnect this, we should have this spinning. The max speed that it can do, yeah, 256 a piece. So we should be able to now stick a barrel and a chute there. And then a barrel and a chute there. I do want to reposition that barrel. And now, if we chuck some just cobblestone in there, we should see it get crushed up. It should turn into gravel. I think it does clay and sand as well. Oh, there we go. It's popping into my inventory because I've got the magnet on. We can also now take all of our ores, chuck all of our ores up here, and it'll get crushed down, and we'll get more bang for our buck, should we say. And we do want to take the gravel and crush it down again into sand. So once we've got a stack, we'll just chuck it through again, and we'll probably just chuck another stack of cobblestone up there as well. And look, we're getting these crushed ores, and we do get more than what we do have a chance when we put the ores in to get 2 more, so we get and can end up getting a lot of ore from doing it this way. The same with the coal, the redstone, the lapis, the diamonds, all that stuff. I am still making blank slates because we need 12 to get the 20 of these we need, and then we need another 2 to make the speed rune, the speed rune and the sacrifice rune. So we're getting through this first quest line slowly but surely. We've just got a potato from that. And a zombie there. There's the 12 for that. We need at least 14. Everything should be crushing down over here. Is it not going in that chute? I'll back away, it shouldn't go in that chute. I hope. That should be the last slate we need. Make all these runes, and then we just need a whole bunch of stone, so I need to wait for the coal to go through. Doesn't seem like it's going into this chute. It should be. Okay, the redstone's finished. No, it's not going into that chute. Weird. See how much more redstone we got though. The diamonds, the ores are fine coming in, not coming out. Let's turn the magnet off. Plenty of stuff going in. Don't know how that's just cobblestone would have been sitting in there for a while, not being picked up. May have to move this up. Yeah, see, look at all this at the back. And yeah, we're pretty much just gotta wait for some stone now, so we can get ourselves the other runes and stuff that we need. And then we can jump into tinkers as well. Yeah. So what I'm probably going to do is going to do a whole bunch of mining. Probably going to end this episode right here. In between episodes, I shall do a whole bunch of mining, get a whole bunch of stuff, whole bunch of crushing, all that kind of jazz, and get prepped for some big moves next episode. So I thank you ever so much for watching. I shall see you all in the next episode. Adios.